Hey everybody, ABC 10 meteorologist Brendan Menchef here with an extended look at the forecast. And yes, I've got some drier weather ahead. Last few days of March, first day of April, we are seeing this wet pattern. But honestly, it's not going to stay that way very much longer. One more day with some rain and snow, and that's Tuesday, April 1st. But then after that, things are looking better. So isolated thunderstorm potential for Tuesday, especially in the afternoon, about 61, Sacramento 58, Stockton 58 down in Modesto, 40s in the foothills, near freezing up in the high country. It's kind of split where the valley's going to have some thunderstorm potential, but the high country's going to see another 2, maybe 3 feet of snow in some places. So weather impact alert continues through Tuesday for the valley and the Sierra. Rain, thunderstorms, and snow all possible and likely on Tuesday, 2 to 3 feet of snow. Just be ready for those changing conditions because it's changing by the hour, not by the day, right? Tuesday, we're going to have periods of dry weather, periods of honestly even mostly sunny skies, and then we're going to have some more showers. And again, that potential for a thunderstorm or two. And we'll see that here on Futurecast. So snow continues in the high country as we go Monday into Tuesday. Overnight, Monday into Tuesday, we'll have some showers in the valley. But really what we're talking about is Tuesday afternoon, right? This is where we're going to see periods of clearing skies and drier weather. This is late morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. Snow in the high country all day long, but we have periods of drier weather, then some more rain, chance for a thunderstorm or two, and then we're back to periods of drier weather again. So on again, off again rain chances through Tuesday afternoon. Thunderstorm potential is definitely there. You can see it on the model, and snow continues all day long on Tuesday. That winter storm warning in the high country continues until 11 p.m. on Tuesday. So still got a ways to go on that winter storm warning. As we go overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, that's when we really start to see that precipitation drop off. Again, 11 p.m. on Tuesday, that winter storm warning expires, and then we're dry by the Wednesday morning commute. Maybe a little bit of fog in parts of the valley, but not necessarily real dense fog. Wednesday afternoon, we'll see another shot of some very light rain and snow in the high country, but really nothing in the valley. This is that drying trend that starts midweek. Now, the thunderstorm potential on Tuesday, not necessarily expecting anything severe, but of course there's always that opportunity that you get 1 or 2 little storms somewhere that, you know, the hail just gets big enough that it becomes a severe thunderstorm warning, or the wind is just strong enough, or we see a funnel cloud out of those. That's just how it is this time of year in Northern California. But for tomorrow, it's a general thunderstorm risk across the entire part of Northern California. Any thunderstorms that form, frequent lightning is a potential. Definitely going to see some heavier rain out of those. Some gusty thunderstorm winds. I would say pea-sized hail, not likely we'll see anything much bigger than that. But again, sometimes you get these 1 or 2 storms that you do get much bigger hail out of. So that's something we'll keep an eye on. And as always, can't completely rule out the tornado risk, but it is low. We just don't see a lot of those across Northern California. Some funnels for sure, definitely a potential for that. But in terms of an actual tornado on the ground, I think that risk is relatively low. Look what happens as we go through the rest of the week. So Tuesday definitely got that thunderstorm potential, snow in the high country. But in the valley, we do see this drying trend. Maybe still some cloud cover Thursday. But look at these temperatures, right? We're drier and we go from the 60s into those mid 70s as we head into the weekend. So really the perfect time to reintroduce those middle 70s when we're, most of us at least, off of work, get to be home or out and about and enjoying that much nicer weather. So the average high between 70 and 71 over the next 7 days. So we're definitely very below that right now, about 10 degrees cooler than average. But by the time we get to the weekend, we'll be about 5 degrees warmer than average. Here's why. And we'll see it here. Those temps have been dropping with that system moving through. Cooler and unsettled weather continues through Tuesday, lingering into Wednesday for the high country. But you see that high pressure out there, that builds in as we head into Saturday and Sunday. So some warmer temperatures through the weekend, but not just through the weekend, into next week as well. So definitely a wholesale pattern change where it's been cooler, it's been unsettled, rain and snow as we look the next 6 to 10 days and even a little bit beyond that. Very likely warmer across the West Coast, very likely drier as well as we go through about the first 2 weeks of April. So weather impact alert for Tuesday, 61 degrees, thunderstorm chance by Wednesday, drying out in the valley. Thursday, still going to see some cloud cover, but temperatures do start to recover a little bit. By the end of the week, we're in the 70s. By the weekend, we're in those middle 70s, about 5 degrees warmer than average for the time of year. And look at this, as we look at the tail end of the forecast, about 9-10 days away, we're talking about 80s returning to the forecast. as we go into the first full week of April, right again next Wednesday and Thursday. So definitely the end of the wet weather pattern is just around the corner. If you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere not on the ABC 10 Plus app, I recommend you get the free ABC 10 Plus app. It's live, it's local, it's always on. You can watch the weather and news and sports on your schedule. You can get it anywhere you stream, on your smart TV, your Roku, your Fire TV, or your Apple TV as well. We've got a weather playlist there with extended forecasts like this one. We've got weather explainers up there. In fact, I have one talking about El Nino and La Nina and what that means for California. We've also got award-winning weather, water, and climate specials, all on the ABC 10 Plus app on the weather playlist. Thanks for watching.